is very exciting, but guess what? We are excited because we are launching this weekend a product that Andrew has been working on for decades. This is a sugar substitute. It is a natural sugar substitute. It's called Sucress. It's sugar and success combined. It tastes delicious. That's the first thing you need to know. It tastes wonderful. It is 0 calorie. It is 0 carb. So if you're on any kind of a low sugar diet, if you're keto, if you're any kind of paleo, any diet where you're trying to watch your sugars, this is a dream because it is so yummy and so sweet and so good. I was blown away because I am a kind of person that up until yesterday when I tried this for the first time, I don't like stevia. It's not my favorite thing because it has that kind of weird aftertaste. This doesn't. I don't know how you did this, but it is a unique formula. Nobody has this. You can do 100 packets, 250 packets, or 500 packets. I am just thrilled that you came up with this because it's the first, for me personally, it's one of the best sugar supplements in that it does not have, a lot of them have those weird minerally, weird aftertaste. This does not have that.
Oh no, this is not one of the best. It is the best. It's something I've tried to do for a few decades. And it's something that every time I looked at, and I'm someone who had a stevia plant probably almost 30 years ago, and I would take a leaf of stevia and I'd put it in my tea for sweetening. So I liked the use of the stevia plant, but the more concentrated extracts, I thought it was a great idea to have stevia in a little packet, but the taste never worked for me. It had a weird finish. It didn't have that kind of full round flavor of sugar. And again, it never worked for me
this tastes sugary.
Until now. Until now. And,
really good.
And again, each packet is between 2 to 3 teaspoons. What I say is to see how little you could use. Make it go further. So open a packet. You might only want to sprinkle a little bit in. You might want to use the full packet. It depends. It dissolves perfectly in iced tea. No matter how cold it is, it dissolves easily. It's just incredibly unique. And what makes it truly unique is virtually all of the packeted sweeteners, whether they're natural or artificial, all of the packeted sweeteners, they're sugar substitutes, they're sugar replacements, of course. And what do they all contain? They contain sugar or sugar alcohol or carbohydrate, without exception. It's pretty strange. Ours does not. You're not replacing sugar with sugar. Ours, what I did about 20 years ago, longer than that, probably closer to 40 years ago, I made a children's vitamin in a tablet. I refused to put sugar in it. I refused to put artificial sweeteners in it. What I used was an amino acid, glycine. I was aware that this amino acid had this unique sweet flavor. Amino acids are very expensive. They're the constituents of protein. So 40 years later, I remembered that. So we use that amino acid, glycine, in our sweetener, because all sweeteners need a carrier. They need something that the very small amount of super high intensity sweetener is blended with. The others use sugar. Why? Sugar's sweet. It works perfect. So you're no surprise that your sugar replacement kind of tastes like sugar because they'll use a gram of sugar in there, or an alcohol sugar. We used an amino acid. It's probably 20 times more expensive, and it's the predominant ingredient in any sweetener. So notwithstanding that, our product is still incredibly affordable. If you went online to try to buy the amount of glycine, the amino acid we use, you'd spend double, triple, quadruple what this product costs just to get the glycine. And the best part of all, if you went online to buy glycine, if you looked at folks who purchase glycine separately, a capsule of glycine, a tablet of glycine, you know why they're getting it. For the most part, they're getting it to support healthy blood sugar levels.
Oh.
So what better ingredient, rather than adding sugar to sugar replacement, what better ingredient than to add something that tends to support healthy blood sugar metabolism? So that's what our glycine does.
Amazing. So, okay, these are very limited. I must say there's only a few hundred left in each size. So whether you want to do the 100, 250, or the 500 packets, this is your chance to do it. And I like what you said, because one packet is equivalent to 2 teaspoons of sugar approximately, at least that. So you may not even use a whole packet, depending if you're putting a little in your coffee in the morning. I can't wait to get it.
I don't. I have a little, I'll do a little decaf espresso kind of thing. And I just, probably a quarter of a packet that I sprinkle in. And it just gives gives it that perfect amount of sweetness, and it's a great sweetness. Shannon earlier had made some ice cream using it, and it was unbelievable. It was delicious. It tasted as though she used sugar. So again, our supply is incredibly limited. We just started making this. Unfortunately, the boxes we got, the boxes were made incorrectly, so we had to reject them. So there'll be a little delay in getting it to you. But again, we have very limited supply. We made millions of packets, but we've apparently already gone through almost all of them.
Wow.
There's no other sweetener, packeted sweetener on the market that has access to our stevia, our non-GMO natural stevia, and no one else that's using glycine. Why? Because it's so expensive. And again, just to give you an idea, I have a chart here. Where did I put that chart? Oh, it's right here. Just looking at the same amount of glycine purchased, and then we'll have to run along. The same amount of glycine as our 100 count, 250 count, or 500 count. If you went to purchase that online, this is what you'd be paying to purchase that separately.
Just glycine.
So looking at the large size, our large size is $69.90 today. So if you're buying that much glycine as is present in our large size, glycine is a beneficial amino acid. All of these products would be dramatically more expensive.
So you just thought of it, kind of, it reminds me of your Choco Nuvo.
It's exactly what it's like.
When Choco Nuvo, you came up with the concept, right?
When you've been doing what I've been doing.
To add plant sterols.
Yeah, but well, plant sterol esters. Most people have forgotten about plant sterol